Hi YouTube, this is Mom to Phoenix and this is baby Phoenix. Say hi. Hi YouTube. Say hi. And this is going to be my 1 month update on Phoenix and my 1 month postpartum. I'm gonna try to catch up, so I'll do a little bit of both. And saying hi and welcoming Phoenix. Say hi baby. And it's his feeding time, so let me get him ready to so I just wanted to talk about our 1 month of being home and 1 month of mommy life. And I have some notes here. That's what I'll be looking at. Um, so the first week home was kind of rough. Um, the first night, actually, I stayed up all night just staring at him, and I did not sleep. That morning, I was like, it was crazy. My husband woke up and was like, "Did you even sleep?" And I didn't sleep at all that night. So, but by the second or third day, I got used to everything, and it wasn't so bad anymore. I knew that I would hear him when he cried, and I felt a little more comfortable. And so, an update on Phoenix. Well, his eyes are like a brown color. I think that's the color they're gonna stay. Like, at first they had like a tint of blue and a tint of green, and they looked like they were gonna, but they seem to be like a light brown. Um, he's wearing newborn um, clothes, but he's just fitting out of them. Like they're getting a little too snug. So now he's starting in his 0 to 3. I cleaned out everything and tried on all his newborn stuff, and then they probably have like one more wear in them, and then they're not going to fit. Like so, zero to 3 are starting to fit a little better, but if they're like if they're wide, then it looks a little big on him still. But if it's long, then it fits a little better. At his 1 month checkup, he was 8 pounds 10 ounces. When he was born, he was 6'12". So he's growing, and every day I can like see the changes in him, and I see the growth in him, like right before my eyes. It's amazing. His sleep schedule, at first, like, I mean, it was never horrible. Like he wakes up about every 2 hours. But this past 2 weeks, I've been starting him more on like a schedule, because I've noticed that every night, around 8, 9 o'clock, after the closest feeding, he seems to be awake, like wide awake. He doesn't go back to sleep. So what I do now is I'll feed him, let it rest a little bit. Then we have some playtime, on the mat or tummy time, and try to tire him out a bit and keep him awake. I don't force him, but I try to interact with him so that I can keep him awake as much as I can till his next feeding. And then we have bath time when I use the bath time lotion, and that kind of like relaxes him. And then I feed him again, and I put him down, and then that's his longest stretch. The first stretch is about 3 to 4 hours. Last night it was 5, but it's about 3 to 4 hours, and I try to lay down right with him so that I can get those 3 to 4 hours. Last night I didn't, and he did 5 hours. So, and then after that, it's about 2, 2.5 hours after that for the rest of the day. Um, so he's still sleeping a lot during the day, and if we go out, he sleeps the whole time we're out. Like he won't wake up for feeding. Like I put him in the car seat, and I mean, unless we're out for a really long time, which we haven't been, he's sleeping until we get home. And when we get home, he'll eat. So he can pass like a feeding and be close to his next feeding, and he won't wake up. I also at bedtime I play his Seahorse, and that kind of suits me. So I've been doing that since he was a newborn. Um, you see, I have a co-sleeper on the side of my bed, so that's what he sleeps in. And at first he was having trouble, like he didn't in the flat surface of it. Like during the day I had him sleeping on the boppy, or like he napped on the boppy, and because I was watching him. But at night, I don't put him on it, and it was hard for him to sleep. So now he's getting used to it again because I'm trying to get him used to like during the day not sleeping on it. So he's getting used to it. The past few days he's been wanting to be held a lot, and I don't know why, because normally if he's asleep we put him down. We don't really hold him. We've always just put him down. So I don't know. The past few days I've had to do things with my hand if my husband's not around, and me and my husband right now are not working, so it works out because my husband can hold him while I get things done, but sometimes he just wants me. Like the other day, my husband was holding him and he just kept being fussy and fussy, and I grabbed him and he fell asleep, and I put him down and he woke up. So that was a tough day, but so I'm looking into getting a Moby wrap to start wearing him to start getting some things done. I tried breastfeeding and he wouldn't latch on. So what I do is I pump and I give it to him in the bottle. And at first we started using tummy tippy bottles, but it seemed like the flow was just way too fast for him. So he really didn't like it, and he gets sucks on it like crazy. So I had an Advent bottle and I tried it and he liked it. And so I exchanged the Tommy Tippies and I bought some more Advents, and he seems to like that one too. I also have a Similac bottle because about 2 feedings a day I give him formula because I don't make enough milk. So I try to give him as much breast milk as possible, but just about 1 or 2 depending on the day and the supply. I have to give him formula. So, I mean, that's not too bad. He seems to spit up a lot. With the breast milk, he seems to spit up a little more than with the formula, and doctors told me that it's because the breast milk is lighter, so it's easier to spit up. So I kind of have to leave him still for a while before I burp him, because if not, he's spits up, and sometimes, depending on the day, it seems like he spit up everything he just ate. And I don't know if you can hear, but he makes lots of noises when eating, when sleeping. So that kind of keeps me up sometimes because he gets really, before his initial wake up or his initial cry, he fusses for about 20 minutes. So I'm awake just watching him, waiting for him to cry. And so that kind of keeps me up a bit, and he makes noises while eating. So it's hard to not burp him right away because he gets fidgety, and sometimes I feel like he needs it. So he's starting to smile a lot this week, or actually it's been 2 weeks. He's starting to be alert, and if I talk and I'm on the other side of the room, he's look you can tell he's heard me and knows my voice, and that's amazing. It feels good that and he's more alert, when you look at him and talk, you just see him looking at you. On the playtime tummy mat, he looks at the toys more and stays there a little longer. Tummy time isn't too bad. For the most part, he likes it for 5 minutes, and then he just seems anxious, extremely anxious. He just gets frustrated. So I stop him. I soothe him for a little bit, and then we try again. And I rotated and put him on his back and looked at all the different toys, and so I can do about 30 minutes of playtime total, tummy time and playtime, and keep him, interested. Sometimes it depends on the day. Again, he'll nod off a little bit, and I let him nap for a little bit, and then he'll get up and play again. So that's our nighttime routine. So he seems to be, getting on that ever since I started it. He's been sleeping a little more, but he still sleeps a lot during the day, so I know that has a lot to do with the fact that he doesn't sleep straight through the night, or long periods at night, because he sleeps for most of the day. But I'm starting to see a little more of him awake during the day. He doesn't like the pacifier. I give it to him and he like spits it right back out. There's certain times that he'll take it. Like for example, he was getting they were taking blood out of his foot, and he was like being fussy and crying a little bit, and I put it in his mouth, and I was like talking to him and soothing him, and he took it for like a few minutes. So there's certain times that he'll take it for a few minutes, and it'll calm him down for a little bit, but then he spits it right back out. Like, it's very rare that he'll keep it in. He's hated being he's hated being swaddled from like as soon as we got home. Like I would try to swaddle him and he would like get out of it, and he really didn't like it. So I didn't really keep trying at it. So we haven't swaddled him since probably second week home. We tried it once when he was having an issue sleeping at night, and for that first initial sleep, he would stay in it and he would sleep. But then the second time I tried to do it, like he wouldn't sleep until I took him out of it. So swaddling didn't last too long. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for him. He looks just like Daddy. He really does not resemble me much. His hair is like dark. He doesn't seem to have a lot of it in front, but like you can tell he's gonna have some because you can see it right here. But we say that it looks like he's balding because like it's really really light on the top, and then in the back it gets a little darker. Cute things he does, like when I'm feeding him, like you can't see, but this hand over here, he always has his hands on his bottle. Sorry, my battery's a little slow. He always has his hands on his bottle, and I think that's the cutest little thing. It looks like he's holding his bottle. But he's very greedy. Like he drinks his milk like he hasn't eaten in hours, and like he makes all these noises. And sometimes I say he sounds like a cat because it sounds like he's purring. But yeah, so we're happy and like very overjoyed. Like I can just stare at him for hours. There's tough days, and of course, like everybody else, but looking forward to seeing all the new developments every day. Postpartum wise, I have like about 10 more pounds to go before I'm back to my weight before I got pregnant. But before I got pregnant, I had gained like 20 pounds, so I need about 30 pounds before I'm back to being comfortable. So yeah, try not to focus on that too much right now. I just had my visit, and everything seems fine, and I got on birth control for now until I decide like what kind of birth control. I got on birth control pills until I decide like what kind of birth control is going to work for us, like the IUD or different kinds. So I started a pill that I could use with breastfeeding. So I'm starting to feel 100%, like probably like 90% back to myself. Like comfortable wise, like my scarring and all that. Like I'm starting to just about get there. I haven't left him for more than 2 hours, and it was with his father. So, we're not comfortable yet leaving him with anybody else, and I don't think I will be for a while. I'm at the point where it's like I want to be with him all the time. I want to do everything for him. Even my husband, I have a hard time asking him to do stuff because, like, I just want to do it. I, like, want to do everything for him. I'm obsessed with him. So, sleeping, I'm getting used to 3-4 hour stretches, the 2 hour stretches. Like, it's not too bad. In the morning, my husband will take him around 6 o'clock, around that feeding. He'll take him to the living room, and he'll feed him and let me sleep. So I'll sleep about 2 to 3 hours, and I'll be good for the rest of the day. I don't really nap when he naps, like people say to do, because things need to get done. So I've learned to do things with one hand if I need to, but things get done. And overall, it's not too bad, and looking forward to what month 2 is going to bring us. And if you have any questions or comments or anything, please leave them below, and I'm looking forward to doing more videos with baby Phoenix. Bye, YouTube.